What up, y'all? DJ Connect here, and welcome to week number 6 of Turntable Tuesdays. And as you can gather from the title of the video, you don't need to be a wedding DJ. Now, this is for those that are just starting off, so please, couples, when you watch this video, I promise you that I love doing weddings and I support other DJs doing weddings as well. This is not meant to say that, weddings are bad. This is meant for beginning DJs who want to jump into weddings right away and kind of get some extra cash on the weekends. Well, this is more for you all. And I want to give you 5 tips on why you shouldn't be a wedding DJ. And for you couples out there, 5 tips on what to look for in a DJ, so that way you make sure your day goes off without a hitch.
I have a surprise for you folks.
That's right, y'all. DJ Connect here. Welcome back to the channel. I am the host of Turntable Tuesdays. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. I've tried to put a lot of effort into making these things look nice, sound nice, and just have tips for you all who are just starting off. If you enjoyed the channel, you would help me out tremendously by subscribing to the channel, and click on that bell, because once you do, you'll actually be notified of the videos as soon as they're released, and no waiting around. But I promise you also, right now I'm just doing this once a week, so you're not going to get bombarded by videos or notifications. Another thing you can do to help me out is to like the video, or hit the don't like button if for some reason you don't like it. But I would love, if you don't like it, or if you do like it, to leave a comment below to let me know how I'm doing, good or bad, and maybe that'll help me out to do better next time on the next video. Now on to the 5 tips of why you, as a starting beginning DJ, should not do weddings. Here we go. Tip number 1. Weddings are not your cash cow. That's right, folks. If you're starting off as a DJ, I kind of got this video idea about a couple of months ago from another friend of mine who reached out to me who wanted to get some tips. This video isn't aimed towards them. I actually get a bunch of people, it seems like, constantly just like messaging me and saying, hey, what should I get? What should I do? That's part of the reason why I started this channel, is I wanted to help out those that are just starting off, because I myself was looking for videos and looking for tips when I was just starting out, so I get it. But when I say that weddings are not your cash cow, here's what I hear a lot from people who ask for tips starting off, beginning DJs. They'll say things like, well, I kind of want to get some gear and maybe do weddings or something, or just do weddings or something like that. Well, when you come at it with that attitude, I hear your heart and I understand what's going on, but it actually scares the heck out of me whenever I hear that, because weddings are very important. They're a once in a lifetime thing, if done right. And yes, there is a lot of money that goes into them. Couples know that, DJs, vendors know that, because there's a lot on our side that goes into it as well. But they're so important of an event, and if you're just starting off as a DJ, you should not feel comfortable doing a wedding right off the bat, unless God has given you this revelation and you just know for a fact that you're going to be awesome at it from the get-go. I would not do weddings. I myself have been DJing for 12 to almost 13 years now, and it took me till about 4 or 5 years ago before I really started doing weddings, because I was afraid of them. Not because I didn't think I could do a good job, but more so because I knew that this was a big day, and you want every little detail to go right. You want everything to be special for them. So all that to say, if you're a DJ and you're just starting off, do parties, do for your friends, do concerts if someone lets you open up for an artist or something. There's so many things you can do, birthday parties, stuff that's not as critical as a wedding. Now granted, DJs should take every event seriously, but to me the wedding is at the top. Tip number 2, I already kind of touched on a little bit, but on a scale of easy to hard, weddings should be at the top. Now, what I mean by that is, if you were to take events as a DJ and rank them from the easiest event to do to the hardest to do, and you threw in like birthday parties, weddings, concerts, DJing for an artist, stuff like that. Weddings should be at the top of the list as the hardest things to do. Now, a lot of times, just like what I said earlier, I'll get guys who say, I just want to do weddings, or I want to maybe do weddings or something. So they already come across kind of flippantly about it. But if you think weddings are like the easiest event to do, or like near the bottom of the scale as far as easy to hard, you don't need to do weddings. Like, I promise you don't need to do weddings. Because as I said before, they're hard, and there's a lot that goes into them, and it's a special day. Tip number 3, you will either undervalue yourself or upset the couple. Now, what I mean by that is a lot of DJs, and I'm talking a lot of DJs who just start off, will sell themselves short because they're just trying to get their foot in the door. So they may tell a couple, hey, I'll do your whole wedding for $100 or something like that. And that's amazing because you're helping out the couple, you're giving them a great value. But if you are truly a great DJ for weddings, then you're undervaluing yourself. And so you're going to walk away from that event thinking, man, I did so much work. I put so much into this, not only on the night of the event, but also leading up to it, gathering music and doing this and doing that, that you're going to walk away from that thinking, I just really sold myself short and just really felt like I did a whole lot of work for a whole lot of nothing, so to speak. All right. Again, you're helping out the couple, but you're really harming yourself and other DJs as well. Now, if it's the other side of the coin and you charge maybe what you should get or whatever, or what you think you should get, then what could happen is that you upset the couple because you're charging them a normal rate of a DJ, or maybe just a little bit under that, and your skill level is not up to par. Maybe your song selection sucks, or you forget to use a song that they definitely want to hear, or you don't say something right about how they want to be, asked to be called or whatever. Whatever it is, your skill level may not be up to par, and so the couple's going to be really upset and have a bad taste in their mouth about DJs in general, because their whole idea of DJs is going to fall on you as an individual. If you do amazing, they're going to think DJs can be trustworthy and be something that they invite to multiple events. If you do horrible, then they're going to think all DJs suck and, they're overrated and overpriced and everything else. So their opinion of DJs falls on you. That's why you shouldn't be a wedding DJ just yet or to start off. Tip number 4, respect the craft. That's right, y'all. Just like any other profession, DJing is actually a hard, thing to learn. I know there's a lot of people out there that say that anybody can be a DJ, and you have a ton of people that try, but there is a lot that goes into it. Hopefully you've kind of seen that as you've watched some of these videos over the past 5 to 6 weeks. But, there's everything from scratching to blending to, technical like beat juggling and stuff like that. That's just on the DJ side. On the other side, as I said, with weddings, you have to be an MC. You have to be able to be charismatic, to have a great connection to people, right? And to be able to talk on the mic really well and to engage the crowd, to connect with the crowd. But if you just say, I just want to DJ on the weekends, or I just want to do weddings or stuff like that, then you're not respecting the craft. And what you're doing is you're saying that, again, anybody can DJ, and I'm going to go to do weddings because they, pay a bunch of money. And so this is going to be a great side job to get money, blah, 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 blah. That would be like me saying, hey, I think I want to be a doctor on the weekends. I've read, WebMD. I've read some stuff online, so I think I've got a pretty good idea of some of your basic, sicknesses and everything else. So I'm just going to go out and pretend to be a doctor on the weekends and just kind of do that. That's kind of what it comes across as when people say that they just want to DJ or just do this. Really grow as a DJ and do the small parties and stuff first. Don't even think about doing weddings, because you need to grow as a DJ. You need to learn the art form, learn the culture, the music history, and just really be a musician. Be a musician. Because like I said before a couple weeks ago, the turntable is an instrument. It's just like any other instrument. It's got rules to it, stuff that makes it sound good, stuff that doesn't. So respect the craft. Number 5, weddings only happen once. Like I said earlier and kind of joked about, if done right, weddings only happen once in a lifetime. Because, this is a big day. This is a huge day. And it's not about you as a DJ, it's about the couple. So if you come in underprepared, if you come in, flippantly, like this is just a side thing, this isn't your main passion, don't be a DJ if this isn't your main passion. Please don't. I understand wanting to get some more cash on the side. Go drive Uber or something. No offense to them. Like, that's a great job as well. You have to learn how to do things with that. But do something else. Don't be a DJ, because you're putting a bad taste in the people who invite you out. You're putting a bad taste into their mouth. And like I said, this only happens once in a lifetime. So this is a huge day, which is actually part of another reason why a lot of DJs charge what they charge, not to try to milk the couples, but because there's a lot of stress and a lot of work that goes into it to make sure that the DJ is doing their part to make it a fun, inviting atmosphere. Because it only happens once, and you don't want to be the DJ. You don't want to be the guy that is the, reason why a wedding went wrong. You want to be a beautiful addition to an already beautiful event. That is what a wedding is. It's a one-day event. It's a big thing. And so as a beginning DJ, please don't do weddings yet. I encourage you to do weddings at some point. Like I said, I myself have only been doing them for about 4 or 5 years now, because I just felt comfortable, out of the 13 years I've been DJing. But don't do weddings yet. Build up your skill level, build up your emceeing ability, learn more about music, learn about the gear, then go into weddings. Because when you do that, you help out all the DJs. Just like I said, when a couple or when somebody hires you to do an event, you're their representation, you're their ambassador of what they feel or what they think about all other DJs in the world. It's just how it is. It's like the first impression thing, right? So that is my 5 tips for why you should not be a DJ yet. Not DJ. Maybe you shouldn't be a DJ. 5 tips on why you should not do weddings yet, but work your way up to them. And for the couples as well, I hope you got some tips out of this as well, what to look for. Just because somebody charges the cheapest amount, like some ridiculous cheap amount, doesn't mean that they're going to be ready to do your event. They may actually be pretty underprepared or underskilled, and so you don't want to take that risk with your one special day. Also for couples, you want to look for somebody who there's a bunch of things to look for, but you want to look at how many years they've been DJing, see if you can find videos online of them doing their stuff, or talk to them more about what they offer. But please, for wedding couples, for DJs, beginning DJs, let's all make a promise to refrain from doing weddings until you are ready, so that we all can do our best on that special day. That's it, y'all. This is week number 6. I felt just very pressed upon to talk about this subject because I get a lot of questions about it. And like I said, I really am passionate about music, and I'm passionate about DJing. And so I would love to see those come in at the right time and for all of us to do well. All right, y'all. Don't forget to please subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed it. And as always, y'all, click on that bell. I'm DJ Connect. I'll catch you next week.